What is going on, guys? Chip here. Welcome back to another Pokemon TCG online video where today I'm going to be taking a look at the Rayquaza Vikavolt deck that Vinesh Murthy used to win the Melbourne special event this past weekend in Australia, the first major event of the Sun and Moon on format. And this is a deck that a lot of people are very excited about. A lot of people early on here are saying this could be early format, best deck in format type of status. So I'm definitely excited to take a look at this deck, and we'll see how powerful it really is and how it was able to take down that tournament. So we'll go ahead and hop into it, starting off, of course, with the main attacker here, Rayquaza-GX. You guys know him good and well at this point. 180 HP, Dragon-type, basic Pokemon GX with that Stormy Winds ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may discard the top 3 cards of your deck. If you do, attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. Now, I think a lot of people were kind of unsure about how Rayquaza would fit into the format early on in the Sun and Moon on format. You know, we lost Max Elixir, which is just such a huge boost to the Dragon Break attack, 30 damage times the amount of basic grass and basic lightning energy attached to your Pokemon. But Vikavolt from Sun and Moon base set is a pretty good way to get multiple energies in play and really boost that Dragon Break damage output. Strong Charge, of course, once during your turn before you attack. You may search your deck for a Grass energy card and a Lightning energy card and attach them to your Pokemon in any way that you like, then shuffle your deck. So it's just like, it's like a match made in heaven, honestly. It's like Vikavolt was meant to go with Rayquaza. These cards were meant to be together. They finally come together, and it's been pretty good so far starting off in this format. Had a lot of good performances this weekend as well at League Cups, not just in Australia. But one other thing we definitely want to note about Rayquaza-GX is this GX attack. Tempest GX, discard your hand and draw 10 cards. In a format where we've lost the ability to use Professor Sycamore to really dig through our deck, Tempest GX becomes a lot more powerful. And Tempest GX is also really good combined with Marshadow here from Shining Legends. This, of course, is the alternate art promo. I definitely just prefer this artwork. It's so much cooler. I mean, like, this one, like, it looks pretty good, but let's be real. This one's where it's at. Let loose. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may have each player shuffle their hand into their deck and draw 4 cards. So you do limit yourself to 4 cards, but we play a lot of, things that can let us keep drawing cards. Tempest GX, of course, is very good. And in a format where there's no Professor Sycamore, like I said earlier, there's really not a lot of great draw supporter cards in this format early on. So putting your opponent at 4 cards can just be so crippling on the early turns of the game, and can just really, like, leave them on the back foot and not have a lot of places to go from there. And then 2 Tapu Lele-GX, of course, with that Wonder Tag ability. But here we go, guys. We'll go ahead and expand it out and take a look at the rest of the list. Now, yes, before anyone else can say anything, I do, unfortunately, only have 1 secret rare Energy Recycler. I tried to trade for 1 more before I started the video, but there was no public trades posted, so for any of the packs I had, at least. So I was unable to pick one up. I'm going to try to trade for one, though. Don't you guys worry. But yeah, 2 Energy Recycler, just a great way to get energies back into our deck. We can, mill through them pretty quickly with Rayquaza, and of course, once Rayquazas get knocked out, we want ways to put energies back into the deck. We do have 2 switch cards here, 1 Escape Rope, and then 1 regular switch. Just a little bit of mobility. We don't have Floatstone in the format anymore, which is a card I have missed so much. Floatstone was such a good card, and it's just not here anymore, so having to get used to that by playing some of these natural switching cards is a little bit of an adjustment. We also got 3 copies of Mysterious Treasure. This can find the Rayquaza GXs, but of course it can also find Marshadow and Tapu Lele-GX. Want to find these early on in the game so that we can, get that early turn Lillie to draw a bunch of cards, or get that early Marshadow to limit our opponent's side of the field. Nest Ball, a great way to just get Grubbin in play. We want to find Grubbin as quickly as possible, of course, so that we can turn it into Vikavolt in the coming turns. And the way we turn it into Vikavolt, of course, 4 copies of Rare Candy, letting us just go straight up into Vikavolt. Who needs Charge-a-Bug? Get that kid out of here. We don't even need it. Just Grubbin and Vikavolt is all we need over here. 2 copies of Rescue Stretcher so that we can get any Pokemon back that maybe we mill with Stormy Winds. Maybe we can get back Rayquazas after they've been knocked out. And then, of course, 4 Ultra Ball, just the ultimate consistency card. Ultra Ball, just such a staple at this point. On to the supporters, we do have 4 Cynthia, 4 Guzma, pretty standard here early on in the format. 2 copies of Lillie so that we can get this early on in the game. We want to get this, of course, on the first turn if we can, to get up to 8 cards in hand. I think Lillie is really best best in decks like this one that can really easily play themselves down to a low hand size, because we can play, you know, we've got the 4 Ultra Ball, 3 Mysterious Treasure, we're discarding cards from our hand, playing cards down. It's very easy to get a lot of value out of the Lillie, but if we need to, we also have the option of the 1 Pokemon Fan Club. I gotta know, guys, which one do you prefer? There's the new Pokemon Fan Club and also the old Pokemon Fan Club. As a general rule of thumb, I try to use the older versions of the full art cards if they exist, or if I have them. I don't have like the older Ultra Balls and stuff, of course, but let me know which one you prefer. Do you prefer the new one or the old one? Same thing goes with the Lillie. I mostly use the Lillie in Fan Club because I already had play sets of those after the reprints came out, but I'll try to trade for the other ones if you guys really like the other ones a lot more. I know that a lot of people are big fans of this Lillie, so it might be a little harder for me to trade for it, but we'll see. Then 1 copy of Volkner. Research your deck for an item card and a Lightning Energy card. Reveal them and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. So this is a way that on turn 2 we can find Rare Candy, we can find Ultra Ball to get like whatever piece we need to get off that turn 2 Vikavolt if we need it. 3 Choice Band just to boost that damage output, and then 7 and 7 energies. I think, just a few Grass Energy Secret Rares away from having enough to use. Yeah, I need 2 more. I wasn't able to find them before the video, but yeah, there we go, guys. There is my list, or sorry, Vinesh's list that he won the Melbourne Open with, I think is what the event was called, the special event in Australia this weekend. So congratulations to Vinesh Murthy, creating a really cool deck, really solid list, and yeah, we're going to hop into the Versus ladder and see if we can't grab a couple of games in today's video, and hopefully a couple of wins as well. But as always, guys, if you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like down below. Helps me out a ton, lets me know that you're enjoying the content, and we'll jump right into things against the Elite S'more himself, playing a dragon fighting deck, and it looks like, based on the coin, gonna be a Garchomp. Not something I was necessarily expecting, but this is a deck that, once it gets up and running, can actually be quite scary. You know, hitting for 200 damage every single turn if you played a Cynthia is pretty scary, but we'll just have to see what we can do to get around that. We are going to go second. Our opening hand isn't great. Looks like a Tempest GX to me is what we're going to have to go for. Might have to go like Mysterious Treasure Lele Fan Club and then Tempest GX. Hopefully maybe we can find something better off of the mulligans. But sure enough, looks like it is going to be a Garchomp deck. That's actually a deck I think is pretty solid right now. I'm going to try to do a video on that one this week. I think it could have a spot here in the meta at this point in the new season. So we'll see if it's good or not. Maybe we'll get a taste of the potential of Garchomp Lucario right now before we even get started. And actually that Ultra Ball top deck is really solid. That can let us go for another Rayquaza to get more energies in play. We can even just get a Grubbin with it. And then maybe Mysterious Treasure for Lele to Lillie for a bunch. So we can Ultra Ball away these 2 for Grubbin, Mysterious Treasure away this one, attach Grass to the active, Lele for Lillie, and draw a bunch of cards. So the Ultra Ball on the mulligan helping us out a lot. And looks like my opponent's going to get things started off with an Apricorn Maker, a card I'm sure you're going to see a lot of starting off in this format. It seems to be what a lot of people are favoring as far as setup goes at this point in the format, at this point in this season. So yeah, just grabbing 2 Nest Balls here, pretty solid. We'll probably see this get a Gibble and a Riolu if I had to guess. And we'll see if that is indeed what they go for. Gibble for sure. Second Nest Ball. Yep, gonna be a Riolu. And let's see, they definitely want to find an energy attachment. Looks like they're going to go ahead and attach to the active. I think they're saying, hey, this is probably pretty safe. And we top deck a Cynthia, so we actually could not Lillie since we have a supporter in our hand. We could go Ultra Ball for Grubbin, Mysterious Treasure for Ray, and then Cynthia. I don't hate that. Definitely have to get this down. We did prize a Vikavolt as well. We could even Marshadow and then try to find a better card next turn. I think Marshadow puts them at -1. They attach to the active, so they probably feel pretty good about their hand. And this is where I'm not like totally sure what's correct. I guess we're gonna go Marshadow, and then we can Tempest GX, worst case scenario. So I think that's pretty solid. Take the opportunity to put our opponent just at 4, maybe mess with their setup a little bit. And on the other end of this Marshadow, we can still draw something like a Lillie or a Lele. We even get a fan club, so we can play a supporter still this turn. We'll go ahead and use fan club first. Get Rayquaza. I guess we could just get 2 Rays. Yeah, there's a bunch of energies down here. We'll just get 2 Rayquazas. And we can get... Yeah, this is a lot of energy in play early on. We do get rid of a Guzma and an Energy Recycler. I don't want to mill too much. I think we should probably do this second Grubbin. It'd be pretty hard for him to Guzma KO this, but we definitely want to get 2 set up at some point. And see, sometimes I think it's like correct to not mill your deck, so I think we're going to choose not to do that here and then just go Tempest GX. Maybe should have left this second Ray in deck, so that was kind of a mistake on my part. I should have just left that second one, but we do get Volkner, so next turn we can get the Rayquaza, or excuse me, get the Vikavolt up and running if we get to keep this hand. Timer Ball, we'll see what they grab with this. Looks like it's going to be double heads. Man, I played an Elite Challenge today, and one of my games, I played 2 Timer Balls and flipped 4 tails. I despise that card, guys. It is never treated me well, and I'm convinced that it never will. So, I'm going to avoid playing Timer Ball as much as I can, but unfortunately in this format, you got to play at a decent amount, it seems. Oh my gosh, we just Marshadowed them into the perfect hand. Double heads on Timer Ball into Rare Candy Garchomp. Are they killing my thing this turn? And they play the Latios Prism Star. 50 for each of your Evolution Dragon Pokemon. You want to have like 2 Lucarios out, so I don't know how great that is. This is probably just going to go for a Cynthia, and all they need to draw is a Fighting Energy on the other end of this Cynthia. And that is going to be one dead Rayquaza in my active spot. Oh my gosh. We just put them to like the perfect 4 cards, and they flipped double heads on their Timer Ball. That is insane. Alright, there's still a chance though. Come on, no Fighting Energy. No Fighting Energy. Your deck is like kind of clunky. Come on. There's no way. There's no way. Yes, Broken Hearts. We're going to give them the heart back. Broken Hearts. We'll repair that heart right away. Give them the full heart. They didn't get to judge away our big hand or anything like that. They can definitely go quick dive something, but I'm not sure what they would really want to target. Yeah, I'm definitely wishing this other thing was in my deck still. I kind of messed up there. Actually just going to go for a Dragon Fleet, do 100 damage. Not bad, pretty solid, honestly. And we get a Choice Band on the top deck. So we'll start off with an Escape Rope, because I would rather KO anything on their bench besides this Latios. I'm not really that scared of this Latios. I would rather KO anything else they have over here. So you want to do things like this, playing the Escape Rope first, because your opponent doesn't know, like, okay, do they have Candy Vikavolt? I did just Tempest GX for 10 cards, so he's probably assuming I have Candy Vikavolt, but doesn't know that for sure. And we will just send up the Rayquaza. And we should be able to get a knockout here with the Choice Band, which is great. So we can, you know, take 2 prizes. So I'm totally fine with that. So we will definitely go ahead and Volkner. Grab Rare Candy and a Lightning Energy. We'll Rare Candy into Vikavolt. Want to go ahead and attach here for turn. And Strong Charge, put 2 on the active. And with the Choice Band, we'll hit 180 damage, which is enough to knock out Tapu Lele. So a pretty solid turn here. We'll hold the rest of these cards because we can stretch her back, double Rayquaza if he knocks this out, and try to go from there. So we'll just go ahead and Dragon Break. Yeah, milling one of my recyclers is really not good. So that's why, since we milled one, I really didn't want to use my second ability on Stormy Winds. Even though, obviously, it would have been great if we could have. I just didn't think that was worth the risk at all. And onto my opponent's turn. They can definitely, like, at some point Guzma KO this with Latios, so that's a little scary. Especially if they play Choice Band, then they just need one evolution Pokemon, one Dragon evolution in play. Yeah, this actually is a pretty solid card in the Garchomp deck, not gonna lie. If you have 3 Dragon Pokemon plus a Choice Band, you're gonna be able to, you know, hit 180, which is a good number to hit right now in this format so far. But Ultra Ball, we'll see what they want to grab with that. Probably another Lucario, honestly, would make the most sense. Just get double Lucario up and running. They've got 2 Garchomps out, so it's definitely... Sure, we get the first 2 prizes, but this is looking scary because he's going to knock out this Rayquaza here. But what's good for us is that he doesn't have an attachment on this Garchomp. So honestly, I think I would have liked to have seen him probably attach this here. Like, hitting 100 here isn't amazing. It's okay. But now, I guess he can play, like, Experience Share. And he really needs to play Experience Share. If he plays Experience Share, he's fine. But he does get to search 2 cards, of course, with Precognitive Aura. Gonna get the fighting with the first one. Has one more Precognitive Aura that he can use this turn. Get any other card out of the deck. He is doing 200 damage, so this Rayquaza is going to go down. But we have the Grass Energy in hand, plus the Strong Charge in order to get everything back that we need. And we can Stretcher back double Rayquaza. Get that up and running. And yeah, we're at a point where it's like, if we milled our other Recycler, we would probably lose. So I think we're just going to choose not to use Stormy Winds when we put Rayquaza down, since we have the knockout. Yeah, he does play Choice Band as well, so this actually can hit enough for a knockout, unlike this Rayquaza, so that's a little scary. Definitely threatening. Okay. So we'll definitely send this up and get another Vikavolt. That doesn't do much for us. So we will shuffle 3 back. Double Ray. Treasure for a Ray. Yeah. And our other Recycler is in the deck. So like I said, we're not going to Stormy Winds. We'll attach. And we're going to Strong Charge before we Cynthia, because there is a chance we could literally draw all 4 of our energy, and we would just lose if we did that. So we are hitting 150 now, which is good, and he doesn't have a way to knock this one out. He can only hit 130 on our active as well, so he would have to go for like a Guzma next turn, which he definitely can do because he has Lucarios, so maybe not in the worst spot, honestly, for my opponent, but we get a second Vikavolt up and running, and Energy Recycler as well, so now we can put our other Rayquazas in play pretty safely. I think there was 1 and 1 left, so I think we need to put one more Lightning because of what we have in play, because we got 2 Grass on both of those boys. So we'll do that. We'll just put this down because I don't think they're going to play any other GX Pokemon, so we'll put that in the active. Strong Charge to the bench. Double Vikavolt is absolutely insane. I guess we could try to have set up Vikavolt since it's a 1 prize attacker. Kind of just now thinking about that. Maybe would have been good to think about beforehand, but since if we hadn't milled our first Energy Recycler, like having milled our first Energy Recycler means that Electro Cannon is really tough to use, effectively at least. But we can definitely set up a Vikavolt to like deal with this Garchomp maybe. But yeah, my opponent can definitely at this point. Oh, they're gonna get Garchomp, which is good for them. So they can attach like to the active, plus get a Guzma, knock this out with the Latios, go down to just 2 prizes left, and then they're in a position to win the game. So it's not looking good. I guess we can get Guzma and knock out the whichever Garchomp they attach to, so that's pretty good. And we might try to do that with Vikavolt. But we'll see what they get with their double Precognitive Aura. Like I said, I'm assuming this is going to be energy attach plus Guzma knock this out. Yep, Guzma. Yep. So we're going to have to, I think we're going to have to send up and try to maybe do something with Vikavolt here. We do have double strong charge available, so we can set up a Vikavolt in one turn. And we can go Guzma knock this out with Vikavolt. It actually may not matter what we knock it out with. There's another Rare Candy. I don't think we'll ever set up. We will ever set up 3 Vikavolts. But we definitely want Guzma. We prized 2 Guzma, so our last 3 prizes there are 2 Guzma. So pretty good odds we'll take a Guzma here, actually, which is actually what we want. So we could set up a Vikavolt in one turn. So we can go Guzma. Do we even need to knock it out with Vikavolt? It actually might just be better to knock it out with Rayquaza, honestly. He can't power this up. I guess he could multi-switch. Do we want to play around the multi-switch potential? We already have enough to knock out a Garchomp with this. And since we know we're probably taking a Guzma off the prizes, we'll be able to move the Vikavolt on the next turn. So I think that's fine. But I mean, I guess he could still go Guzma multi-switch fighting. I doubt he plays multi-switch, but I could see the deck playing multi-switch, honestly, so I'm going to play around it just in case. I think I would play multi-switch if I was playing his deck. But I mean, theoretically, he can still get there by going multi-switch. Oh wait, no, because he can't Guzma and Cynthia in the same turn, so never mind. So yeah, this is actually totally correct what we need to do. And then next turn, assuming we take one of our 2 Guzmas out of the prizes, assuming we can Guzma knock this out. So we milled Recycler plus... We milled Recycler plus we prized our last 2 Guzma. So I think we lose, actually. We actually can't... Like, he could pass and we would lose because we have no way to move this Vikavolt in the deck, but he doesn't know that. 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 1 Lightning left in the deck. Rescue Stretcher. Man, 2 Guzmas in the prizes. I knew it. I thought about it. As soon as I clicked which prize I took, I was like, I should have taken one of the top 2. I immediately thought it's going to be one of the top 2. What did he shuffle back? I literally almost clicked the X on my game, and that would have been bad. It doesn't tell you what they played back with Rescue Stretcher. Okay, that's nice. Thanks, game. Thank you. Precognitive Aura. Yeah, we play like no judge in this deck. Our only hand disruption is Marshadow, and I chose to use it turn 1. Yeah, so we literally gave them the perfect 4 cards off of our Marshadow, milled Energy Recycler, and then prized 2 Guzmas. It couldn't have gone worse for us. I think we still played everything correctly, but... It also seems like a tough matchup. I really like the Latios, though. The Latios Prism Star seems cool in here. Decks that just like require 2 attachments, just I don't know that I love those, the only thing. He's got Brooklet Hill to get set up. Apricorn Maker as well, just has to pass. Actually didn't even get to attach to this. He's gonna concede. Okay. Maybe he accidentally clicked pass. Maybe that was an accident, or he accidentally timed out. We definitely were not in a great spot there in that game, unfortunately, but as we like to say in the Pokemon trading card game, we take those. We take those. So let's go ahead and hop back in. We got 4 uncommon chests. Might get something cool out of there. Probably not, though, because we'll probably get, like, just an uncommon Ralts or something like that to match the Gardevoir that's on the ladder. Or common rolls. There's no uncommon rolls. But yeah, we'll grab another game. Garchomp definitely seems cool. Let me know if you guys want to see me do a video on Garchomp Lucario. It's definitely one I have been meaning to kind of test out, and I'll try to work on it, and we'll see if we can come up with a cool, consistent list. In a format with not a lot of good draw supporters, having the ability to get a card out of your deck every turn seems insane. So we lose 2 flips in a row today. That's fine. That's just fine. Not going to get to show off the full power of Marshadow plus Lillie. The dream is like going first, Marshadow your opponent to 4, and then off the Marshadow rip a Lillie or a Lele or a Mysterious Treasure so that you can get Lillie in play and draw a ton of cards. That's the dream, right? We took 2 mulligans. And we have to start Rayquaza. Right? Yeah, I think we just have to start Rayquaza. Because this can go get Lillie, I guess. We don't have another great option. Like, we don't need to fan club with this hand, obviously. Looks like it's going to be a Buzzwole deck. Not a deck we have seen too much from early on in this format. It seems like a deck a lot of people are saying, you know, isn't as great as it was. It just lost so much, right? Professor Sycamore's gone. We lost Strong Energy. We lost Max Elixir. So it seems like it's going to be a little tougher for this deck to function in the new format. But this guy's trying it out here with Buzzwole. We see Rockruff hitting the field immediately. Energy Retrieval comes out. Going to get double fighting with that. And Kukui as well has to be the draw supporter for a turn, though. Energy Retrieval, interesting. On to our turn. Stretcher is the draw. So let's Ultra Ball. We'll get rid of Ultra Ball plus Fan Club. Definitely want to Grubbin. I think we have to get 2 Grubbin here because he could go Lycanroc, Beast Energy, Diancie knockout. Like, I know it's a lot, especially since he didn't do anything, but he could also go Lycanroc, Kukui, Beast Energy. So there's like, or just like Lycanroc, Kukui, Diancie. So I think we have to get double Grubbin here. We actually could have gotten Marshadow. We should have gotten Grubbin Marshadow probably. But we can still get Marshadow off the Lillie. We are going to go for Lillie here. Only 2 spots for Rayquazas now, but I think that is okay. Lillie for a bunch. We do get Marshadow. So we'll attach active. We'll treasure away a Lightning. We want to get 1 down. And we'll Marshadow him to 4, and then we have Tempest GX. So it's a pretty solid combo if you ask me. Putting him down to nothing. We have Rare Candy in hand. It's like tempting to just keep it because we have one of the pieces, but we don't have another one in hand. We'll attach this to the active, and we'll Tempest GX. Draw 10 cards. Seems good to me. Rare Candy plus Ultra Ball. That's a Vikavolt in their hand right there. Don't even need the Ultra Ball. And if we top deck another Rare Candy, we can actually... if we top deck another Rare Candy, we could actually get a knockout on this Buzzwole. So he's going to get Brooklet. He is doing a lot of damage with Jet Punch. Oh my goodness. And finds Acrobike. This man's setup did not get hindered at all. And discards a Lele, so that means he has a supporter. Okay, okay. So Marshadow has really kind of failed us this video. I'm not going to lie. I was expecting to let loose a little bit, just lay back. Kind of like, okay, Marshadow, do your thing. My opponent's not going to draw much. And that just didn't happen for us. And we're going to get... this is not looking good. Not looking good, guys. So we can go 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. We're 10 short. So we literally, I think, have to Cynthia into second Rare Candy Vikavolt or top deck Rare Candy Vikavolt. Oh, he's actually going to just KO a Grubbin, so never mind. It's not even an option anymore. Actually, we can put 2 Rayquazas in play. What am I saying? Wait, because he did that, we can actually... Okay, I don't think he should have done that. Now we just KO this. Oh, that's not good, my friend. That is not good. That is not good. So we'll go ahead and Rare Candy Vikavolt. There's 2 energies in here, correct? There are. So let's... I guess we should strong charge first. There are only 2 grass in there, so it's probably good. We could go get our second Grubbin boy. No, actually, we need both Rayquazas in play, so we can't do that. He can Sledgehammer knock this out, though, which is a little scary. Milled a Rare Candy, that's fine, and Escape Rope. Oh, we will double Rare Candy. Okay, so no more Vikavolts this game, that's fine. That's fine. Sure hope he doesn't knock that one out. So we'll attach here, and we'll Cynthia. So now we can get a knockout on this, which is great. Then he Sledgehammers us. He only has 2 cards, though. So it's like not totally unreasonable that he would whiff. And yeah, that's a pretty consistent setup there. But yeah, just gonna send up the Buzzwole, so I'm sure he probably has a Fighting Energy or a supporter. Yeah, Acrobike. So he's got just like a lot of item draw, it looks like. He also just discarded a Guzma, so I have a feeling he's got an energy. We're on 4 prizes, so Sledgehammer is hitting 140 right now. He does need a Choice Band to get the knockout, though. Or a Kukui. He could have Lele'd for the Kukui. He could have Stretchered for Lele, so he's got a supporter in hand. Yeah, Lillie for 6. Alright, let's see the Fighting Energy. That's actually not going to be a knockout, though, because he needs Fighting plus Choice Band. Maybe he could have tried to Kukui, so all he needed was the Fighting. He could have gone Lele for Kukui. Yeah, my opponent's just going to concede right away. And I think that means we should have time for one more game. That's one of the things I like about this deck, is that its games are fast. Let's look at our opponent's list real fast. Did he play multiple Kukui? No, he did just play 1 Kukui. Okay, so he didn't have that option like I was thinking initially. But 1 Super Scoop Up, 1 Max Potion, 1 Energy Retrieval. So definitely an interesting list on my opponent's side. But yeah, Buzzwole, I definitely think, lost a lot of power from the rotation, but is still a good deck. And yeah, we'll hop in and try to grab another one. I don't think either of our games have been... I guess our first game was pretty good. That game wasn't great, but you just kind of still got to see the sheer like power of Vikavolt Rayquaza's setup. Just how quickly it can get up and rolling, and how hard it can start hitting, and how early and how hard it can start hitting. Alright, Veiny Link here, playing a Dark Fire Colorless Psychic. Probably going to be Zoroark Magcargo if I had to guess. Loving that Chikorita coin. I wonder what that's from. I don't think I've seen that one before. It's a green Chikorita coin. We do finally get to go first for the first time. That would have been nice. We had a Lillie, but no basic. And we get a Grubbin start. We do have a switch as well. We can Mysterious Treasure right away for a Rayquaza. We could also get, of course, Tapu Lele. We might go get Lele, actually. Try to Lillie for a few. Let's see what we top deck first. It's an Energy Recycler. Oh, man, that's not good. Weavile destroys our deck. Our whole deck is abilities. Okay, so... if we Mysterious Treasure away this, I think we definitely are doing that. We can Marshadow right away and try to see if we draw an out to Lillie. We did prize a Lele, though. We have the other 2 Mysterious Treasures, all 4 Ultra Balls, both Lilies. I think just going turn 1 Marshadow might be our play here, and hoping that we can get out of it. Right away, we're just gonna go for it, guys. We're letting loose. We're gonna see what happens for it. Putting them to 4 ourselves. We get Rare Candy Vikavolt plus a Nest Ball to get down a Rayquaza, so not bad. Should we get down Rayquaza? We can attach active so we can, like, attack next turn if we top deck an energy or, like, a supporter or something. I think we definitely want to get down a Rayquaza. We can attach to Rayquaza, or we can attach to the active so that we can maybe Vikavolt, or maybe move the Vikavolt at least. I think we do that. And it's pretty unlikely. I don't think our opponent could be playing anything that would knock out our Grubbin on turn 1, so... Oh, he could Sneaky Smash, though. He could Sneaky Smash. He's playing Hoopa as well, so we definitely want to be mindful of that. And they just got a Cynthia off of the Marshadow, which is fine. This is fine. This is fine. On to our turn. And we got a Guzma. So we can Tempest GX at least. We'll put the grass here and the lightning here. And this can't attack next turn, so I think we're just going to Guzma this. We don't want to just let that hit us. And we'll Tempest GX. So we got turn 2 Vikavolt every single game in the video so far. And Tempest GX for 10 seems solid to me. And we get Guzma next turn. So we could go knock out his only Sneasel. Which seems good to me. There's a Rayquaza as well. There's a Weavile. We've already got... Oh boy, if he has like Switch Choice Band, I'm gonna cry. Judge. Oh, he judges away our Tempest. No! He had the Judge. He didn't even have to trade into it. That's fine, that's fine. We get Treasure for Lele, so this is okay. And I think we need to go like Guzma knocking this out. So we can go Treasure away, Lightning, Treasure away Lightning for Lele for Guzma, bring this up, go up to this, attach to this, strong charge to this, knock this out. That is our route of action. So we'll go Lele for Guzma. Oh, we like prized a decent amount of energy or something in this game. Yeah, okay, so I was just now remembering. So 1, 2, 3, 4 in the deck. So we prized 2 grass energy. That's not good. We definitely want to put Grubbin down as well, I think. Bring up Marshadow. And then we'll go back and knock out Weavile, because Weavile just literally destroys our deck. And we get a Lele off the prize. Is nice. We knew one was prized, so there was a decent chance we could draw it, but at the same time, we don't have a... if we play the Lele, we don't really have room for a Rayquaza. And we actually can't power Vikavolt up in one turn unless we like Cynthia or Lillie into a Lightning Energy plus Strong Charge Lightning Energy to knock this out. We could also Guzma once again. We'll just see what we draw before we get too far ahead. Actually, if we drew Guzma, we could Treasure away Lele, go get Rayquaza, put it down, put an energy on it, strong charge to it, Guzma knockout. That would be really good. He does Stretcher back Weavile, so he's gonna get 2 Sneasels out. Yeah, this is not good, guys. This is not good. So we need to look to like knock out Zoroark, knock out something before he can take 3 knockouts. So we're at least like still pressuring a little bit. And we drew the Guzma I was talking about. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Oh, if we didn't prize 2 grass, we actually can't do what I was thinking of because we prized 2 grass. Because we can only get 1 energy with this because of our prizes. So what's our play? Lele for We can Lele for Lillie or Cynthia and just kind of see what we draw and go from there. I think we'll get Lillie right now. We could also get Volkner, get Lightning plus Switch. Oh, that's actually cool. I kind of like that. Volkner lets us get Lightning Switch, and then we can knock this thing out. But then we lose our Vikavolt to a thing, and that's not good. And then we're also getting rid of 3 energies. But we do have 1 recycler in the deck, and we prized our other one. Volkner for Switch Lightning. I don't know what's right. I think that's probably our best option, honestly. And then we just have to... we already have 3 energy on this, though, so we can knock a Sneasel or something out at least. But then we're, like, putting ourselves on bad prizing. Yeah, this is probably not the best. We're already kind of committed, though. We could escape rope and knock anything else out. We actually can't knock anything else out, though. I probably shouldn't have done that. I think I messed up, guys. But we've made our bed. We got to lie in it. Hopefully we can draw a grass off the prizes, actually. Now, hopefully he doesn't draw Vikavolt, I guess, as well. Or, not Vikavolt, Weavile, whatever. The thing that kills my entire deck. So, like, ideally from this, we get Energy Recycler. So if he doesn't KO our Vikavolt, that's really good. We need to, like, top deck an energy still, though. It's not looking hot. He does send up Zoroark, though, so that's actually a good sign. I guess worst case scenario, he's thinking I can retreat the DCE off. He has already played at least 1 switch. He probably only plays, like, 2 switch. Gonna trade a second time. Gets rid of Lele. Another Zorua comes out into play. Ultra Ball. Probably a Weavile. Yeah. And he's probably just going to knock me out. Energy. Powpad. Hasn't played a supporter yet, correct? He traded away a Lele, though, so I'm sure he has one. Yeah, he's going to Lillie. So he's hoping to draw a Dark Energy here. I think if I was him, I would retreat this and use the Dark Energy. Yeah, and that is exactly what he's going to do. So, I think here we just kind of have to hope that he doesn't draw another Weavile, but it's pretty likely he does. And we also need to draw into a supporter. First off, didn't get that. We can get another... Wait, how many... Yeah, we've got all these abilities in play, so it doesn't really matter. We can put another Ray down. We got rid of a Candy, so that's not great. I want to hold this for now because I want to top deck a supporter, not an energy card. Dragon Break. We need him to whiff for like 1 turn, and I think we'll still be okay. But if he doesn't whiff, we probably lose. So like Ultra Ball top deck now is really good. Vikavolt, of course, works. Yeah, and he just sends up Sneasel, so he probably took a Weavile off the prizes if that's the case. Or he has Stretcher in hand. Or he knows he has his 3rd Zoroark and is probably going to get it. Yeah, this just seems like a bad matchup. Garchomp seems like a bad matchup as well, but we can definitely win that just because their deck is more high maintenance than this one. Yeah, he's got Ultra Ball, so he knew he had it. My Cargo as well in here. Acerola. Interesting deck. I definitely like it. Here comes the Weavile. Cynthia. Yeah, Cynthia plus 3 trades. I'm pretty sure he'll be able to find a Darkness Energy. Yeah, doesn't even have to trade. He just draws it right away. But here's the thing, actually, though. If he doesn't get another Sneasel, and we actually knock this out, he doesn't have an immediate knockout response to Rayquaza. So maybe it's not quite over. We need a really good top deck, though. So we can send up Marshadow. Try to, like, live for a turn. I think we just have to hope for a good top deck. I guess worst case scenario we can, like, maybe Guzma or something. Yeah, that's not good. We'll pass. But yeah, with that huge hand, no Guzma's played yet, so this Rayquaza is gonna die, and then he just needs to Zoroark for his last 2. He could honestly even just Zoroark and knock this out, and then you look to Guzma the next turn, but this is definitely way better from him. Guzma knocked this out. I'm pretty sure there's no hope for us here. Yeah, that's gonna be the game. But yeah, the deck functioned pretty well, besides hitting that like bad matchup there in the last game. But the first 2 games I think showed it off very, very well. So once again, congratulations to Vinesh on his win. Awesome accomplishment, especially this early in the season, with a really, really cool deck. And I think this is a deck you guys are going to see a lot more of coming up in the future, so definitely a good one to be familiar with. So definitely leave a like down below if you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe if you want to support me, and let me know that you're enjoying this content as well. And that's going to do it for me, guys. I hope you enjoy, and that's going to do it. I'm going to get out of here, guys, and until next time, take care.